I am Ryan with Raising a Blessing blog.
And I'm Shannon with Raising a Blessing blog. Welcome. Go ahead.
Her nickname is Babe.
Oh, well, yes, I do go by Babe and Mommy.
Yes, I'm Mommy. Right.
And Mommy. And this is video number
4.
This is video number 4 in our Crafty Christmas Gifts on a Budget series. And Ryan is here to help me today because
it is a kids craft.
That's right, because this is a kids craft. So kids can actually help make this. And who is it a great Christmas gift for?
For like your grandparents or anyone.
Oh.
Anyone really.
What about other kids though? I think other kids would really like this.
Yes.
Yes. So what are we making today?
You melt crayons.
Oh, we're melting crayons. That's right. We're melting crayons down. And when you melt these crayons...
And you can make circles and hearts like I have.
That's right. You can make hearts, or you can make names out of crayons that are melted down, or you can make unicorns or dinosaurs. What would be the coolest idea of a shape you could think of?
A house.
Oh, maybe we could make some houses. All right, guys, so we're going to get started showing you how to make, how to melt down crayons and make really neat crayon gifts that you can give to any little kids on your Christmas list this year. So let's roll them out. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's get started.
Let's get started.
The supplies that you need to make this craft are pretty simple and straightforward. You're going to need some crayons, you're going to need 1 or more silicone molds, a pizza pan, I'll tell you a little more about that later, and an oven. So as far as crayons go, we usually just grab some broken ones out of our stash at home. But if you plan on making a lot of these, Amazon actually sells bags of crayons that have no paper wrapping on them. Silicone molds. You can pick up silicone molds on Amazon for less than $10, but our favorite thing to do is check our kitchen department at the local thrift store. Our local thrift store sells silicone molds for 99 cents or less, so we're always picking them up and just putting them in a drawer for a rainy day or a fun crafting project like this. Now that you have your supplies, let's get started.
Step 1, we have to get the paper off the crayons.
One method for removing the paper from crayons is to soak the crayons in warm soapy water for a few minutes and then remove them and immediately try to peel the paper off. If this is unsuccessful, you can ask an adult to see if they can use a knife and slice the paper, or, like we like to do, just start your favorite movie and sit there and peel away a little bit at a time.
Step 2, break the crayons into little pieces.
When breaking your crayons, you'll want to make sure that you have a nice variety of sizes, but most importantly, you'll want to make sure that you have a lot of very small pieces that you can fit into little spaces in the molds.
Step 3, ask your parent. Preheat the oven to 250.
Check! Got the oven preheated to 250 degrees. What's next?
Step 4, put the broken crayons in the mold.
When packing your crayon pieces into the mold, you can be sure to fill it nice and full because there's a lot of air pockets down below that are going to end up filling up as the crayons melt. You don't want to overfill them, but nice and full is just fine.
Step 5, have a parent put it in the oven.
When placing our crayon molds in the oven, we like to use a pizza pan underneath. This helps when you're removing the mold out of the oven because the liquefied crayons spill over the mold easily if not held very steady. Once your crayons are tightly packed and your mold is placed on top of a pizza pan, you're ready to place it on the center rack of your oven. Shallow molds like the alphabet may only take 15 minutes to fully melt, while deeper molds like the hearts we showed you could take upwards of 30 to 45 minutes. Rather than looking for a specific time, I suggest looking for the right consistency. In other words, open your oven every few minutes and check and see how your crayons are doing. If you don't see any big chunks on top and it looks like it's fully melted down, then you're more than likely safe to go ahead and remove them from the oven. For whatever reason, some crayons melt faster than others, and some of us have older ovens, like mine. If you need to, just rotate your pizza pan every few minutes to get a nice even melting across the entire mold.
Step 6, have your parents remove it from the oven and don't touch it until it's cool.
When you first remove your molds from the oven, try to hold them as steady as possible so that your liquefied crayon doesn't pour over. Within a few minutes, you'll notice that the crayon begins to solidify. Make sure and allow the crayon to cool completely before you attempt to remove it from the mold. Removing it too early may cause the crayon to break. Once you are sure that your crayon has completely cooled, you are safe to slowly and gently remove it from the mold. One of my favorite things about this gift is that although we've melted these crayons down and made names and shapes, they are still usable as crayons. So we're giving a very unique and fun gift to a little kid, but it's still a gift that they can use as well to make beautiful pictures.
If you liked our video, click the like button and give us a thumbs up and give us a note below.